everyone. So we're here with Tom. He's gonna basically give us a walk around about the new TMRL hybrid car. Tom, just a little walk around. I know we're
Yeah, it's race day. We don't have a lot of time, but let's have a look at the car. So we can start right at the front. You can see very clearly the kidney grills and another signature of BMWs, of newer BMWs, and actually BMWs to come. There's two lines here in front. You see some of the characteristic BMW lines here. The black carbon fiber on this side is supposed to designate the driver's orientation of the car so you don't get reflection, whereas on the other side it's white. Lots of little iconic things. If we come around to the side, we see the iconic M-type mirrors redefined for this, and a little Hofmeister kink here. That's all, special BMW things. And for the M3 and M4 guys, you might recognize this line, but reversed. So the air breather on the side of the M3, M4 is a boomerang shape. This is the same sort of thing, but it had to be reversed for aerodynamics on this car. So what do we have here? What is this car, right? This is an LMDH class car racing in GTP IMSA series. And it is essentially a power hybrid, if you will. 500 kilowatts of power from the engine, from the gas engine and the electric motor unit is the maximum for the series. Car weighs 1,030 kilograms, so it's pretty light. And it regenerates battery volt or battery power with the rear brakes. So this is a little bit different than we're used to. It's very similar in concept to the XM, which is the first electrified true M car. So this actually ties in a little bit with that, in that this is the beginning of the electrification of M.
That's what I was going to ask you. How close is it? Because we know that power plant is something similar that's going to be in the XM, and we've heard might be in maybe the M5 also in the future.
We can't talk about the M5 yet, but you never know, right? So in this case, the engine is called the P66/3. It is based on the P66 V8, 4-liter V8 that was raced in DTM in 2017 and 18. It was a very, very good engine, and it was felt that we could turn it into an endurance type engine. So 2 turbos added. It's not a reverse flow V8, it's a traditional flow V8. It's unfortunate that we're so close to the time of the race that the bodywork's back on, but honestly you can't really see the engine. It's mounted so low in the chassis that you can't see it. But twin turbo, and then the electric motor is mounted in the bell housing of the transmission. So some things on these cars are common amongst all the manufacturers, and some things are unique to each manufacturer. Clearly the bodywork, the upper exterior bodywork is typical is brand specific. Ours is quite iconically a BMW. The others have of their own, right? The underfloor is regulated, so that's something we can't touch. Our chassis is a Dallara chassis. The underfloor and the cockpit are stock units from Dallara, or specifically designed by Dallara. For us, we can change suspension. We can determine what engine we want to use. The transmission, the electric drive unit, the battery pack, that's all standard amongst all the manufacturers.
How about the aero? The chassis is one thing,
the underneath aero is fixed. The upper aero, we had to fit it into the design we wanted to do. So there was lots of wind tunnel work by BMW to be able to do our design, our look, and yet maintain the aerodynamics of the car. If we look at the cockpit a little bit, let's bring the camera around to see the cockpit. Let's just put the camera in there. You can see the driver sits quite low. Actually, their legs are above, so it's like an Indy style seating position. Guys really like it, so that's good. And then on where the passenger seat would be, it's a little small for it, but if the passenger seat were there, then that's where the battery pack is.
That's going to be my question, because you see it looks like a center mounted, but it's actually a
It's a little bit off to the side, right? It isn't quite in the center, and that's to balance the weight of the battery so that the car is symmetrical on both sides. Okay, as we move around the back, we can see the look of the BMW from the rear. The rondelles, there's two of them, harkening back to the M1 of the 80s, which is a cool little,
Nice touch.
yeah, nice touch. And then the iconic L-shaped tail lights in another cool design.
The tail lights at night, they look.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, in essence, that's it. Neat car. We'll see how they all run today. Hopefully.
Practice what you guys saw. How you guys feel confident?
Yes.
It's a shakedown at this point, right? It's the first time out here, so.
We were the last manufacturer to come into the series, so we have been playing catch up. At this stage, it seems that we have caught up. We have 3 cars built. One was our test car, and we have 2 race cars. They've been, touch wood, quite reliable this weekend. We've all had some reliability issues. The key here is not so much pace, but stay out of the garage, because you'll lose way more time coming into the garage. Hopefully we're able to do that, and we'll see how it ends in 24 hours.
I'm telling you right now, everyone is so excited because the BMW fans were all waiting to get a car in this category. So now we have another,
and it's a good-looking car,
it's amazing.
and usually good-looking cars do well.
So I'm confident that we're going to do well. So thanks, Tom, thanks for taking the time. Alex, thanks for recording. I appreciate you guys always doing something special.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
All right, thanks.